In my line of work, I'm used to war, famine, and aftermath. I've documented elections all over the world. So, when I took this British assignment to cover the 4 main parties in 4 days, I expected to have felt more comfortable. This journey of discovery began with Nick Clegg and the Liberal Democrats. Oh, and a little bit of culture shock. The atmosphere is nothing on what I'm used to in America.
Look, the Conservatives aren't doing anything to help.
He was very comforting, you know, saying, okay, this is how it is. Don't worry. We can come and fix it if you trust us. In America, it's like slash and burn. A seat on the Lib Dem battle bus costs journalists £750 a day. Let's see if it's worth the money. 3 hours on the bus. In a war zone, I can rely on my survival instincts. Here, I don't know the rules. I've come all this way, and it turns out that this blue rope means I can't get close. I'm not in the pool. Do you ever get invited to the pool?
No, I'm not on the pool.
You're not on the pool list?
No, I'm not sure how you get on this, actually.
I should be on the pool. Get to wear the orange jacket.
The company I work for have been on the bus from day one.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's how they divvy in.
So seniority.
Yeah.
There you go, seniority. I'm crossing in front of you, okay? But there are some things about the media circus I do recognize. You follow a script. When you cover a conflict or something like that, you're not following a script. You're just trying to stay alive. It seems to me that the Liberal Democrats are very savvy. Everyone is super polite, but when it comes to the media, the entire event has been carefully managed. This feels like a rock concert, but it's an NHS rally in Leeds. Ed is whipping up the crowd.
We gotta take the power back!
I don't think I heard you. You think that works?
Another punchline. This is slick, but what's becoming crystal clear, he's preaching to the choir.
I feel Labour really support the people that are not of a certain wealth.
He would make a very good Prime Minister because he is in touch with the people.
My dad was a miner. His dad was a miner.
But even here, when he's playing to the faithful, after the gig, the front man walks out without a hi or a bye. Nevertheless, I have to admit to being a little bit taken. That guy was better than Nick. He had me. I was like, oh wow, they say such pretty things. Well, he clearly charmed this American, but of course the jury's still out for you Brits. I've come to Lincoln to check out the Tories. For some reason, they chose a location straight out of Sherlock Holmes. It definitely looks like out of the movies. Really gonna be interesting. The atmosphere seems stifling and controlled. You know, you get a sense in your fingertips.
We are the Conservative and Unionist Party through and through.
I find everything is scripted. There seems to be no room for surprises.
While Scottish MP...
Outside, the public is waiting. They wait and wait, but they won't get to meet their Prime Minister. There's a fear, as they don't seem to want to talk to the people direct. You know, pump flesh and kiss babies and taste pastries.
George, Prime Minister, how are you?
As accredited media, I've been allowed to take a few pictures of the Prime Minister while he gives an interview. but it's tightly controlled. I can't get everything I want. There was this lovely moment where he pulled out a tissue to blow his nose. The person that handles him ran over to me and said, "No!" And then when he was taking some water, somebody sort of like shot me a look like, "No, no, no, don't show him drinking water." Like, he doesn't blow his nose and he doesn't drink water. Time to get out of the bubble and meet some real people. It's St. George's Day in the northwest of England, at a Labour seat that UKIP has targeted. Their candidate is keen to change the party's image.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, madam. I'm John Bickley from UKIP.
As a new party, you're pulling all these people, and sometimes it takes a period of time before you sort of shed some of the people at the extreme, and you get down to a hardcore of people and present yourself as a credible party to vote for.
I don't want to change the world.
Pounding the streets, he seems keen to challenge the idea that UKIP is a racist party.
There's an Asian man, Masood Mohammed, who's standing for UKIP in Rochdale.
Something about me feels quite cynical about that, thinking, except the obligatory Asian.
He's joined of his own volition.
After the candidate left, the locals became more vocal.
Nigel Farage says, I think, in my opinion, what a lot of people think but don't say.
That's right, they're all saying it in the streets.
And he gets vilified for it, and he's
when
cast
you get into this situation, they won't say it.
As an outsider.
So you think he's speaking for you?
Definitely.
People can come over here, claim money. Why should we pay for people in Romania? They've nothing to do with us.
No.
Romania.
Poland, everyone.
Not when there's cutbacks here.
Yeah.
It's just across the board. You don't want people to come.
Coming from anywhere.
Any one person.
If they work.
If they work. Yeah. It's all about the work.
Bleeding the country dry.
Okay, boy. I'm a reporter, and as a reporter, you're a witness. I realize that these guys from UKIP are quite smooth, but the reality at the end of the day is what they say in certain parties in America when they say, well, there's too many of them. And that works, because if you tell someone they're going to lose their job, that works. On the streets of South London, we find many of the election issues playing out. Thousands marched to demonstrate against rising rents, which they say squeeze out local people.
The rich are coming into all our cities, not just London. Working class people in this country are getting less and less space politically, socially, but also physically.
There's a lot of politics here, but I can't see any mainstream politicians. People here tell me they don't feel like their voices are being heard in this election campaign.
Politicians are careerists. People recognise that now, right? That's why politics is dead.
Not many of the parties seem to represent the everyday person.
All the parties, they're only out for money.
But as much as they complained about the election, everyone here I spoke to plans to vote on Thursday. The conversation is happening, but it seems to me it's the politicians who aren't taking part.
I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.